Hey everybody on YouTube, hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I wanted to go ahead and make a video about avoiding the most dangerous enemies in your life. This video is kind of important because as you become an entrepreneur, as you start a business, as your Instagram channel, YouTube channel, or whatever you put your heart into grows, you are actually going to start creating enemies. It's natural. The reason being is you're going to start competing with these people. You're going to start taking some of their market share. So whether you're entering into podcasting, social media space, marketing, people are going to be jealous because you're getting more attention or some of their attention. And that naturally creates enemies in competition. Now, you can compete with individuals and not hate each other. However, if you look at what's happening on the social media world, people are becoming bullies. On Instagram, they're bullying celebrities. They're being mean. They comment on other people's posts in mean ways. So it's going to start creating enemies. Now, you're going to have to deal with it somehow in some way. And there is actually no way to avoid it. Well, there is one, don't do anything. But if you're actually going to want to become somebody, you're going to create enemies. And in this video, I'm going to cover the different types of enemies that you'll encounter, how to deal with them, and the opposite effect of not having any enemies and what it means if you simply don't do anything. So before I get into this video, I don't want you to become my enemy, and I request that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we're going at it. So let's get into this video. Okay guys, so if you've seen a lot of my videos, I've done videos on entrepreneurial advice, starting a business, management, real estate, credit cards, everything in between. It's an entrepreneur's channel. And with my business success, I've created a lot of different enemies that were friends, in fact, in the past. So your friends are the first thing that you're going to notice go as you become successful. Sadly, that is the truth. There is a saying that a friendship is judged by the many years you've known that individual. What I want you guys to make sure you understand is that do not judge friendship based on time or the amount of time you've known that individual. A person that has known you for 20 years could have 20 years of bad intentions for you versus a person you meet tomorrow that may level you up. So don't judge friendships based on the time you've known them. In fact, a lot of the friends that I had in the past are no longer my friends because I've excelled or stepped above what they are doing, and they do not want to see me succeed or excel in life. So if you're starting an Instagram channel and all of a sudden your friends are coming to you and trying to blow your smoke out, or your fire out, I should say, and they're going, why are you doing that? Why do you need to do that? Why do you need to take on more projects? Or why are you pushing yourself so hard? They're saying that because they don't want you to succeed. Any good friend or any person will encourage you and say, give it a try, keep going, etc. You can do it! People ask me all the time, why are you doing YouTube if you have a successful business? These people don't want to see you shine, okay? They don't want you to make any money or be a success. They're trying to blow your fire out. Don't let them blow your fire out. So it's natural when you enter any type of workforce or experience, you're going to create enemies. You're going to compete for the same job that your colleague is competing for. Understand that and accept that when you become a competitor of someone else, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, you're going to have some resentment from the people that you're trying to dethrone or potentially take away some of that attention from. So accept that and understand that's okay. So those type of enemies that are competition based are actually not the worst enemies you could have. They will actually potentially push you to do better. Think of it this way. If you're competing with someone and you know that their skill sets are really good as well, you're going to need to level up. So you're going to do better. Otherwise, you won't be able to compete. Those are good enemies to have, or potentially a good way to drive yourself to the next level. There are the jealousy enemies. So when you start succeeding, the jealousy enemies, whether they are your friends or they are competitors, and they could be both, will start trying to chip away at you by attempting to get you in trouble, saying things that will discourage you, and trying to prevent you from leveling up even further. Now, this is naturally done, especially in friendships. They want to bring you back down to their level. They want to take you from where you could potentially be, level you out so you're on the same level as them. And because you'll be on the same level as them, there is no chance that you're going to seek another friendship higher than what they could offer you. So it's their own fear that drags you down and tries to prevent you from succeeding even further. And that could be a potential problem. So here's a point. Don't open up everything to everyone. Don't show everyone that you are doing well because they don't want to wish well for you. So the jealous, intentional enemies will bring you down the most. Keep a close eye or get rid of that negative energy around you. When an individual is lazy and jealous,
and the dude was most certainly that,
they don't understand what it takes to succeed. So if you have a friend more so than a competitor, they have no idea the amount of effort necessary to get to the level that you're at or gonna be. So for example, when they see you winning, they see you as lucky.
Oh, lucky you.
If they think that you're lucky, they get jealous because they think they're not lucky. They don't know the countless nights that you stayed up and either edited videos or put in that extra 5 hours after your 8-hour work shift, or worked on the weekends, skipped a party and studied, etc. They don't understand that because they're lazy and they don't have the work ethic you have because they don't know hard work. So therefore, again, they try to bring you down. Lazy individuals are probably some of the worst people that you could be friends with or keep around your inner circle. So make sure if you have lazy individuals, you get them the hell out of your life. Your life will be a lot simpler. Always look for individuals that will level you up. Personally, I like to hang out with people that are doing better than I am doing because they tend to encourage me to do better as well. I know I have something to add to the table and I respect what they have accomplished on their table as well, or our community table. Finally, the worst enemy to avoid in life is yourself. How could you be your worst enemy? Well, if you don't want any enemies and you don't want to upset anybody on social media, on your YouTube channel, on Instagram, at your job force, don't be competitive. Don't do anything. In fact, lay in bed all day or don't achieve any more results or goals or anything that you wish for yourself. So what does that mean? That means you become your own enemy. As a person, you want more naturally. You want to do better. You want to compete. Most individuals want that. They want to do better in life. They want to be happier. They want more stuff. They potentially want more money. As an entrepreneur, they want to be successful. With that comes enemies. But if you don't want the enemies, or you can't handle the enemies, or cannot prepare to have enemies, then don't do anything. That's the downside of not having any enemies. So if you don't do anything, you're not going to raise any eyebrows. You won't get any attention because you're not affecting them. So that's the downside. And because of that, you become your own enemy. And if you're your own enemy, you're going to be depressed because mentally you're not prepared to deal with yourself as being your own enemy. So I always encourage you to level up, but keep that energy with the friends or crew that you're with. Finally, here are a few points to deal with potential enemies a little bit better in regards to making them at ease, so to speak. Now, it won't work on everybody. There's going to be people that really truly hate you because they don't like your personality, they don't like your success, your work ethic. It doesn't match theirs, so they're jealous. So whether or not they're an enemy, unless they're extremely rude on Instagram or social media or whatever it may be, you have thick skin, obviously. You know that once you put yourself out there, people are going to be mean. So that's part of the job. But you need to demonstrate an interest in others. And what that means is if you're in a workforce and all of a sudden you both are competitive enemies, you're leveling up and that friend is not leveling up, you need to still show some interest in the other individual. Basically, what you want to do is you want to show interest in what they're doing. So you got to ask them questions. And when they highlight something that they're proud of, you got to make it sound like it's the greatest thing ever. Shift that attention back to them, because ultimately enemies are created because attention is taken away from them. By you being a competitor, you're taking their customers away from them, or whatever it may be. By you getting another friend, now they're worried that they lost you as a friend. So shift focus back to them, ask them questions, and give or applaud their achievements. This will make them feel better. It'll make them feel like they're back on your level of friendship or competitiveness.
Looking good, Billy Ray!
Feeling good, Lewis!
Now you made that person feel important. Kindness, guys. Kindness is a big one. No matter how mean people are, kill them with kindness. That's a good saying, and it's one of the best things you could do. Be kind to everyone. Be thankful for anything they do, such as holding a door open, etc. Because you never know what happens in life when you may need that person. If you lose a competition, you still be kind to your opponent.
Floyd, congratulations. Terrific career.
Great work, great work, great work. Good job. Come on, thank you. It's a good job.
So being kind to the individual that you're competing with, it's going to show them that you're not being affected, or it's going to also give them an ability to turn that whole negative trip around and come back around to you. By the way, guys, if you like these so far, comment below which are your favorite. Give me some experiences of your enemy issues or situations, and remember to like and subscribe to this video. So let's continue. So the next one is body language, and if someone is basically patronizing you or being rude to you. So body language, it's important when you're talking to someone, you look them in the eye and you're not on your phone. So they feel like you're giving them the attention, whether this is with your spouse, girlfriend, boss, or even colleague, coworker, friend, etc. You need to make sure that your body language is geared towards that individual. You're looking at their face and their eyes, and you're listening to them, and you're staying quiet so they could speak. You're not constantly interrupting them. And that, in fact, is one thing that martial arts teaches. Now, obviously, if this argument goes into an extreme confrontation between a competitor, enemy, enemy coworker, you need to diffuse the situation. Say, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. I need to take a walk, go into a separate room, etc. Cooler heads have better ideas the next day. So avoid that whole issue and avoid that type of confrontation if you can. If someone's extremely angry or you're extremely angry, think of positive things. Being on the beach, that's calming, etc. Something that you're going to make sure that calms you back down and you realize that you're overreacting, or get away from the person that is overreacting. Always keep your cool. Try not to get into a physical confrontation with anyone. Lawsuits nowadays are the worst thing that you could get into. If a physical confrontation happens, it will not be a good thing for an entrepreneur. And as you get older, you don't get in those as well. Finally, guys, just to wrap it up, you're going to create enemies if you're an entrepreneur or you're doing something with your life. So make sure that you understand that, you accept it, and you flourish anyway. Get yourself some friends that are going to be happy for you, that will level you up. Stick around people that are always positive energy, and you'll get by really well. If you enjoyed this video, I always ask you, like the video, subscribe, share it. I'll catch you guys here in the next video. Thanks for watching.